Massive explosion on bridge connecting Crimea to Russia as roadway section collapses into Kerch Strait. The Kerch Bridge from the Russia to Crimea, a hateful symbol of the Kremlin's occupation of the southern Ukrainian peninsula, was hit by a massive explosion in the section where rail traffic travels. Images from the bridge showed blazing fires engulfing at least two of the railroad cars on the bridge, accompanied by huge plumes of black smoke. The explosion, which eyewitnesses said could be heard for miles, went off at around 6 am on Saturday as the train crossed the bridge, although it is not clear what caused it. Some pictures appear to show the second fire some distance from the main fire. Images later emerged showing that a part of the road bridge parallel to the railroad tracks had collapsed. The bridge is a symbol of Russia and an important logistical supply route for Russian troops in Russian-occupied Crimea and southern Ukraine. Russian news service reported that a fuel tanker was involved. According to preliminary data, an armored car caught fire in one of the sections of the CrimeanBridge. Moscow-appointed officials said a tanker caught fire in one part of the bridge. The transport curve is not affected. It's too early to talk about the cause and effect. Work is underway to extinguish the fire. However, video footage taken from the route appears to show flames blazing in several of the carriages along the train, at least half a dozen while the train stands on the bridge. The rail section is a part of two parallel bridges that cross the Kerch Strait and connect Russia's Krasnodar to Crimea, which Russia built after 2014 invasion and annexation of Crimea. The rail section is a part of the two parallel bridges that cross the Kerch Strait and connects Russia's Krasnodar to Crimea, which Russia built after the 2014 invasion and annexation of Crimea. A road bridge about 19 km long was opened by Russian President Vladimir Putin in 2018 and a railway bridge 2 years later. Although the art supporting the bridge appears undamaged, it is the latest embarrassing delay for Moscow after weeks of battlefield defeats in which Ukrainian forces forced the retreat of Russian troops in eastern and southern Ukraine. 9 months into the war in Ukraine, Russia for months assumed that Crimea, including the Kerch Bridge, was beyond the reach of Ukrainian forces. However, in the past 2 months, a series of explosions have hit locations in Crimea, including the Saki Naval Airfield, as confidence grows in Kyiv that can retake Crimea. Thanks.